Welcome back, rival enthusiasts, to the Beginner's Guide series. In this video, we're taking a look at Penny Parker. The teen and mech duo use their spider abilities to lock down an area on the map, denying any space the enemy team tries to take back. She is ranked as a 4-star difficulty because you need to understand intricate things that her abilities do in order to have success with her. She is really good at locking down an area, but she needs to get there first. This is where her cyber bond ability comes in. She can shoot a web strand that will pull her to that location, while also linking her to the web. Keep in mind, it has a range of about 30 meters, so you can cover some decent distance with it. If you aren't trying to zip around the map, you can use her wall crawl ability, which as the name states, allows you to run up walls. Once you have finally made it to the point or your desired location, you can set up her Bionic spider nest, which is a nest that places webs in a 12-meter radius that will spawn little spider drones that will attack your enemies whenever they step on the webs. While Penny is on the webs, she will gain healing over time and a movement boost. Whenever she stands on them at full health, it will convert it into bonus health, giving her a maximum of 800 HP. This is one of her best defensive capabilities, so make sure you put it down as soon as you can and protect it so that you can get that extra boost in speed and healing. If you need to lock down a doorway on the map, but your nest won't reach that far, you can place her arachno mines instead. These mines activate when someone walks within 3 meters of them, doing an insane 100 damage each. So if you have 3 of them stacked up somewhere, it can KO any squishy character in the game. Something else you should know, if you place the mines on your webs, they'll become invisible to your enemies. If your spider drones and mines get your enemies to low HP, you can use her normal attack, Cyber Web Cluster, to finish them off. The rounds shoot pretty quick, but they only do 15 damage per shot. Now, if your opponent is moving just a little bit too much for your spider drones to hit them, you can use her Cyber Web Snare ability to ensnare them for 0.7 seconds. This ability will be your best friend as it only has a 3-second cooldown, so don't be afraid to launch it at any of your enemies. If you don't manage to hit anyone with it, it'll create a cyber web wherever it lands. I also forgot to mention, but that healing and movement boost applies to all of her webs. Her ultimate, Spider Sweeper, allows Penny to increase her movement speed, launching up enemies in her path while deploying arachno mines, spider drones, and leaving a trail of spider webs behind her. This is good for pushing enemies back and denying an area that is a bit further than your nest can reach. Now that we've finished with her abilities, let's take a look at some tips and tricks. Though she can only have 4 mines charged up at once, Penny can actually have 15 mines out on the field at once. They do despawn after about 60 seconds, so make sure to keep that in mind. Her spider nest can have a maximum of 10 spiders out, where each one does 40 damage, so the longer her nest out, the more deadly it becomes. You can actually extend the radius of the nest by connecting the dots with her cyber webs. The spiders will attack anyone standing on the connected webs. Keeping this in mind, before you ult, you want to place her nest down and start your ultimate while in the radius. Also, that any spiders that spawn from the nest will follow the trail of webs you make from the ultimate and attack anyone on it, greatly increasing the radius of your nest. When you play against highly mobile characters, you want your teammates to play around your nest so that you can protect them. You can actually launch your mines pretty far. This is helpful when you need to push into the enemy, so you place mines behind them so that they'll run into them as they try to retreat. Also, one of my personal favorite things to do is yo-yo with her cyber bond ability. It's not really the most useful thing, but it is fun to do. I hope this video was able to help you guys out. If you want to see more like it, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, and remember to keep leveling up.